Hello, everybody. It's James Schumark here. As you know, I'm the CEO and co-founder at the Startup Race, but we also sponsor the League of Entrepreneurs Meetup Group. I'm very excited to have Guy Kaufman, who heads up the launch team at Vested, here today. And we're going to be running it's like a workshop, a webinar with Guy on Thursday, the 13th of October. That's going to be at 4 p.m. Here in the UK. So if you're interested in learning about startup equity and what you need to know in the UK, then it'll be a good idea if you take part, if you join our event online. So Guy, perhaps you could just really start us off by just explaining very briefly what startup equity is.
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks for having me here. So, I mean, equity is fundamental for founders, right? It's so important. It's the tool by which people attract investment into their company, by which they influence the direction of their company, the decisions that are made, and ultimately profit from its success. So it's key to startup success, but what we typically find is that most people just don't have any background in this. You know, they're great entrepreneurs. They know they know their own subject matter, but they don't have a Scooby when it comes to equity. And as a result, they make mistakes, right? Everyone's fallible. So they create equity agreements that are maybe unfair, that are too rigid, that don't take into account changes in the future. And ultimately, they pay for that down the line. So what we're trying to do, and a big part of our mission, is just to educate people about these equity fundamentals. You know, everything from what shares are to what nominal value is, and hopefully just enable people to make better decisions as they go through this journey.
And very often entrepreneurs here in the UK make mistakes because they see what America does. Do you have any case studies or any examples of that?
Yeah, I mean, the problem is there's almost too much information online, is the truth. So I work with a lot of incubators, early stage founders, and we often see people taking templated documents of online sources and that sort of thing. And you see some really common mistakes. So one that I came across actually several times last week was this idea that people promise a fixed percentage of their company to team members or contributors or freelancers. The problem with that is that if you've promised somebody 5% of your company in a contract, then they get 5% of your company. And as you continue to grow, and maybe you take on investment and you issue new shares to new contributors, you yourself will be diluted. But that person who had 5% of the company will continue to have 5%, no matter what. And that's one very common example. But it's everything from not including conditions to not anticipating tax consequences, to everything else. And it can be a slightly daunting subject matter, is the truth. But hopefully we present the information in a clear way and can help people, like I say, make those right decisions.
Oh, wow, fantastic. I mean, obviously that is, I can imagine, quite a common mistake that a lot of entrepreneurs are making.
Yeah.
So this is just a teaser for if you're watching this video of what Guy's going to be talking about on the 13th of October. So I hope you will come along and benefit from Guy's experience, and you'll also have an opportunity to ask any questions. So I hope to see you there. Thanks. Bye.
Cheers.